If you find yourself in a gay bar and you're not gay, or if you're a New Yorker and you find yourself in rural Texas, everybody's different than you. Just tell yourself, hey, I'm here having a cultural experience. I I kind of learned to do this when I was traveling in Turkey. I'm striving to become aware when I'm being judgmental of other people, when I'm not giving people the benefit of the doubt, when I see them as different, as having different culture than me, and I look down on them for being wrong, for voting for the wrong person, for being ignorant. You know, I just drove from New York City, where I've been living for the past 8 months, to rural Texas. I performed at the Texas Renaissance Festival. I'm staying with my friend who voted for Donald Trump. I just drove down the East Coast, stopped in Washington, D.C. I got to see our beautiful capital. I went through the South, hung out with some people that my friends in New York City would consider racist rednecks. And everybody's coming from different places in life, different walks of life. And what I'm learning to do is realize when I'm being judgmental and switch my thinking, switch my mind into appreciating people's differences as if I'm having a cultural experience, as if I'm a tourist in this great land of Texas. And I'm enjoying the Texas culture, because America is very diverse. It's very beautiful, actually. Variety is the spice of life, and New York City is a world away from rural Texas. It makes me sad that people are struggling to come together right now, that people are being so judgmental towards each other. There's amazing things happen when you open your heart up to the differences that other people have. Not everybody is as intelligent as you are. Not everybody got to receive as much education as you did. Maybe not everybody had as much trials and tribulations and hardships in their life that built the character that you have. Maybe somebody wasn't abused like you were. Maybe they were abused. Maybe somebody was born to parents that were drug addicts that didn't teach them any moral values. Maybe somebody was born in a family where their father was in the KKK. And their racist spirit is just something that they learn in their family. Everybody's coming from different places, different walks of life. And it's not their fault. I think that everybody is just doing the best that they can. And really, if you shave off all the layers of culture that make us different, if you shave it all away, we're all human underneath. And we all have the same wants and desires. Deep down, the core of it is we want to be loved. We want to have a family that loves us. We want to have friends and community in our life that appreciate us. We want to be acknowledged for accomplishments and for the good things that we add to our community, for the hard work that we do, the service. We want to be acknowledged. We want to feel like we're important, like we're needed, like there's a special role for us in our tribe. You can't judge somebody for being more or less ignorant than you are, because they're just coming from a different place. They're starting off in a different place. That homeless man on the street that's begging for crack money, that's begging for money so he can go and buy some drugs. Maybe that homeless man is more spiritually advanced than a priest. Maybe that homeless man was raised by a family that abused him, where he wasn't given any outlets. He wasn't given any opportunities. I kind of learned to do this when I was traveling in Turkey. And I was couch surfing with my friend Clay Letson. And we were staying with these guys, and we realized, hey, these guys are really into football. Like, these guys are yelling at the TV. And, me and Clay, we were like artsy people. We were like musicians and vaudeville variety show performers. So in the United States, we are always quick to think of things as an us versus them mentality. Is, the bros, the jocks versus us. We're the artists. And when we were in Turkey, we were hanging out with the bros of Turkey. We were hanging out with jocks. But we didn't think anything of it. We were like, because we were already in the mindset of we're enjoying Turkey. We're enjoying Turkish people. These are Turkish people. We are having a cultural experience. We didn't even ostracize ourselves from those people because it was kind of like we tricked the judgment out of our minds through accepting it like it was a cultural experience. So when you're in that gay bar surrounded by gay people, hey, you're just having a gay cultural experience, or wherever you're at. Um, and I want to say, after coming to Texas, I met the nicest people in Texas, and that's like the pleasant surprises that make life worth living, is when you are surprised by people, when you let people astound you for their kindness and generosity. Man, I totally get it now. I used to have an animosity towards Texas because, well, George Bush, Dick Cheney, um, bad people seem to come out of Texas. People that like their guns and like their Republicans and like... This is my perception because I'm coming from the coast. And after coming to Texas, I get it. I get why Texans are so proud of their state. This is the only state that fought its own war against Mexico. Its own independence war. There's a period of time where Texas was its own country, and then it decided to become part of the United States. Hey, can you imagine the United States if Texas didn't decide to join the Union? If Texas just remained its own country? That's why they call it the Lone Star State. And Texas has kind of a cool shape to it. It looks pretty badass, like it doesn't want to be messed with.